Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone to the Sunday Feast lecture of ISKCON of Silicon Valley. Thank you for being here. Seek blessings from His Grace Sivashmarit Prabhu, His Grace Ramananda Saka Prabhu, and all the senior Vaishnavas who are present here, and all the Vaishnavas who are present here, so that we can speak something which is fruitful to all of us. Yeah, we can sing this very special song which reveals the spiritual world to us. It's all about Krishna and his most intimate pastimes in Sri Brajadham. These are the names of Krishna which are considered as primary names, because each of these names are describing a pastimes or a specific relationship to his devotees. That's why it's very special. There are two types of names of Krishna. One is primary, one is secondary. When we say Krishna as Bhagwan, that Bhagwan is also a name of Krishna, or Krishna as Vishweshwara or Ishvara. These are names of Krishna, but it doesn't denote a specific relationship with his devotees or pastimes. It's general Aishwarya or his opulence. But some of his names are denoting his pastimes and his special qualities, his relationship with devotees. So this is one of the songs where all the names of Krishna are related with his devotees and his pastimes in Sri Brajadham. And that's why it is so sweet and so special for all of the devotees, especially in International Society for Krishna Consciousness, where Srila Prabhupada established this song as a mandatory bhajan for all of us to start a class. So we can sing this special bhajan together. Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Jaya Jashodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Jashodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Jashodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Jaya Jamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Jamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Jamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Vihari Jaya Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Vihare Hare Krishna. start with the Mangalacharan prayer. We already started with Kirtan, but the next phase is to invoke auspiciousness by chanting the names of the Lord and His devotees and His paraphernalias. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Sayang Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Sapadantikam Vande Aham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathannitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhannitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangam langayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Guru Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Om Vishnu Pada Krishna Krishna Bhutala Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatadeshvarine. So I pay my obeisances to all my Shiksha Gurus, my Diksha Guru, Srila Prabhupada and the previous Acharyas, so that they can empower us to have a fruitful session today. Hare Krishna. So the topic of today's class is, what is the true religion? What is the eternal religion? So we have heard many things about religion, right? Always there are conflicts going on based on religion. Most of the places you see, the conflicts are based on the beliefs. I will not say religion because it's mostly the belief system. Now, if somebody asks you, what is the religion? Any random person in the street, if they ask you, what is the religion? How should we answer? Because we encounter with a lot of people during our preaching mission, during book distribution. How should we actually answer that question to them? Can anybody try? What is the... Yes, Prabhuji. Can some mics be available for the audiences?
I think true religion is definitely not genes.
Genes.
Because there is a jeans brand by the name to true religion.
But we're talking about the jeans with denim, I guess, right? So denim jeans pants.
Yes, denim jeans. There is a jeans brand called True Religion.
Thank you, Prabhu. It's definitely not. So Prabhu is answering in the way, it's called neti neti, like this is not, this is not. So if somebody wants to answer in an affirmative manner, this is what it is, how it should be. Can anybody wants to try? Yes, Mataji. Can anybody take a mic to Mataji?
Hare Krishna, yes. So to me, religion is love.
Jai. Yes.
Love for God, love for each and every human being, and loving ourselves, like myself first.
So religion is equanimous to love.
Love.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Yes, very, very nice answer. Yes, Archana Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. As Mataji said, love is first and foremost. And I would say to know what we are actually, who am I, who is God, who is Krishna, and the relationship between myself and Krishna.
Excellent, yes. That's what we will discuss today. So, this topic is very fundamental understanding of spirituality. If we don't understand what is religion, why we are doing what we are doing, what should we do? Because everybody wants to pursue the best path, right? Like after pursuing like 50 years in a specific path, if you think like, oh, that path was wrong, you're already very late. And that's why you see in the outside world, whoever is pursuing whatever path, even though apparently you may not feel that that is the best path, but they are feeling it is the best path. That's why they are pursuing it. Otherwise, the understanding that someone else's path is better than me, it will divert them from their practice also. They cannot have full faith in those practices. So, this was the question which was asked by many personalities, especially in among the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We can see that Sanatana Goswami asked this question. Keami, the first question he asked to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when Mahaprabhu was giving him transcendental knowledge, that Keami, Kane amai jare trapotrai, ihana jani kamane hita hoy. Who am I? Why I am suffering from threefold miseries? I don't know how to get rid of them. And why this is happening to me? I don't know that. So this is a very powerful fundamental question we should ask ourselves. Why we are suffering in this material world? So before going into the answer to those questions, we will answer based on the teachings of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is elaborated by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. A few weeks back, we celebrated the disappearance day of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He is considered as seventh Goswami. He is in the Guru Parampara. You can see the fourth person from the left is Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He is a Shiksha disciple of Srila Jagannadas Babaji Maharaj and Guru of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur and his father as well. So he is a very preeminent figure in our line of disciplic succession. So he spoke this in a very elaborate manner, in a way that the modern people can understand. The people of previous era, even 500 years back, they were very intelligent. One basic understanding of intelligence is that your focus is pointed. You are not like diverted here and there. In Kali Yuga, the people's mind is, and as the days are going by, it is getting more complicated, right? You just think about 100 years back, our family lineages, they've had a relatively peaceful life. But as the time is passing, it is getting more complicated and more complicated. So our attentions are getting diverted. So that's why the focus is not there. And that's why understanding, the depth of understanding is also not incisive. That's why previously, whatever people could understand by simple few verses, few core words, now you have to elaborate for the sake of us to understand in a deeply manner. So that's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wrote in simple English and Bengali, most of his renditions. Some of his renditions are in Sanskrit verses also. He wrote Sanskrit verses also. He was a super erudite scholar. But he is the one who established Mahaprabhu's philosophy in the modern world. Because previously Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami's writings, they're mostly for the scholarly devotees or the devotees who are already in the path of devotional service, and somehow or other they got introduced. But there was no simple explanation for those philosophies. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and then his son Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and then Srila Prabhupada, who brought this knowledge to the Western world and explained it for the benefit of whole world internationally, especially in English language, and then it was translated to other languages also. So he spoke in a very nice story form. It's not an ordinary story. When an Acharya is telling something in a story form, you need to consider that this is Samadhi Bhashya. That means these pastimes or these stories are manifesting in his heart. He's seeing these happening in front of him. We cannot just guess that, okay, it's maybe he's just like a novel, people introduce his character, people introduce different characters and interaction with them, and they narrate different stories. Even historical novels, right? I think most of you have studied historical novels also. So there are real characters are present. So you speak about them, and then there are some fictitious characters are also present, and you narrate the story through those interactions. But when an Acharya is speaking in that manner, we need to consider that that is a Samadhi Vasya. He is experiencing those pastimes in his Samadhi. Some of the characters may not be exact named because he doesn't want to reveal all the names, but some of these characters are also real names. So in his book called Jaiva Dharma, the religion of the Jivas, Jaiva Dharma, I don't think like it is translated to English in that manner. It's also kept as Jaiva Dharma because it is, sometimes, there is no translation of some Sanskrit words. It's not proper to translate them. Like prema and love are not equal. But we have to find something close. Otherwise people will not have any understanding of what this is about. So prema and love, it cannot be in the same platform. Means prema is much, much higher than love. So similarly, Jaiva Dharma, in that book, he introduces some characters. Some of those characters are real characters, and some of those characters are have manifested in his samadhi, in his trance. When devotees, they do sadhana, especially those who are in higher spiritual realm, they have different revelation. So we consider that whatever he is speaking in this book is revelation in his heart. Some of these characters are also from his real life. He is introducing. Later on, some acharyas explain that here Bhaktivinoda Thakur is this character and that character is Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, like that. So the story starts, or the pastime starts 450 years back. So how long ago Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared? Can anybody tell? Yeah, exact number? 540. Excellent, Prabhu. 1486. I chant this while doing the Sankalpa mantra, but I forgot myself. Thank you, Prabhu. Yeah. 1486 is 2026. So 540 years exactly. Yeah. Chattara pancha shankta. Yeah. Gorabda samvatsare. Anyway, so these pastimes happened 450 years back. So Mahaprabhu had his earthly pastimes for 48 years. That means these pastimes happened when Mahaprabhu unmanifested his pastimes. So the Lord or Supreme Personality of Godhead, he doesn't die. He appears and he unmanifests, or he disappears from our earthly view. Even though sometimes even he is present, but the demons, they cannot recognize him. That is another thing. But in general, his pastimes are then only seen by the pure devotees or experienced by the pure devotees. So one devotee, whose name is Paramahansa Das Babaji Maharaj, who was residing in Surabhi Kunj in Koladwip. So if you go to the other side of the Ganges, actually not Ganges, Jalangi river, if you go to Sri Mayapur Dham, Mayapur Navadvip Dham, you go to the ISKCON temple and you cross the Jalangi river. So there are two confluences, right? You see two. Actually there are 5 confluences. 3 are hidden. So the confluence of Jalangi and Ganga, if you cross the Jalangi river, the other side is called Godrumadip. Godrumadip. Some of you may not be familiar and some of you may be familiar. So Navadvip is the cluster of 9 islands where Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. You see Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is standing just beside Sri Radha Madan Mohan. He is non-different than Radha and Krishna. He is the combined form of Radha and Krishna. So we are talking about his appearance place. He appeared in Bengal 540 years ago, as Prabhu mentioned. And these pastimes took place after 50 years of his appearance. So in the Godrumdeep, there is a place called Suravi Kunja. There, in a very nice, idyllic environment set up, one Babaji Maharaj called Paramahansa Das Babaji Maharaj, he was doing his bhajan, he was doing his chanting. And he is a direct Shiksha disciple of Pradyumna Brahmachari. Pradyumna Brahmachari used to be an eternal associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We see his pastimes in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita also. He is alternately known as Nishingananda Brahmachari. So there are two Pradyumna Brahmachari. One is Nishingananda Brahmachari, and then another Pradyumna Brahmachari is there who took lesson from Ramananda Rai. When he approached Mahaprabhu that I want to learn something about Krishna consciousness, Mahaprabhu sent him to Ramananda Rai, who is a Grihastha himself. Anyway, so this Pradyumna Brahmachari, from this pastimes we can understand that he is a devotee of Nrsimha Bhagavan because he resides in Devavalli. His direct Shiksha disciple is Paramahansa Das Babaji Maharaj. So this Babaji Maharaj, his only service is to chant the holy names of the Lord and be in ecstasy of Krishna's holy name. So he chants 128 rounds of holy name every day, which is 200,000 names of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Because each round has 108 names. Each mantra has 16 names of Krishna. So if you multiply, it becomes actually more than that. It comes around 216,000. But sometimes we consider a round figure 200,000. Similarly, like we chant 27,000 names, right, every day. Those who are chanting 16 rounds. But we consider it as 25,000 names of Krishna. Sorry, 2,500 names, right, Paul? Not 27. Exaggerating too much. So he is, and most of our Goswamis, 6 Goswamis, they used to chant also 128 rounds. Mostly, especially the Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, they used to all chant 120 rounds every single day. So while he was chanting, suddenly a sannyasi, he came there, he appeared there out of nowhere, and he paid obeisances to him. And he was explaining, his trance was broken because somebody came and was praying obeisances. And that sannyasi, he is very powerful sannyasi, he came from Kashi. He was asking for his shelter. He said like, I bow down to you, I want to take shelter from you. And then when Babaji saw someone, a sannyasi, is paying obeisances, he felt utter humility. He came down from the place where he was chanting and he was crying. He started crying. He said, wow, you are giving me respect. I don't have any qualification to get respect from a person like you who is a sannyasi. And then he asked like, who are you? And he introduced that I come from Kashi, Varanasi Kashi. Now, even in the ancient time also, there are few places in India, they are famous for knowledge. Few places. One is Kanchi, right? Kanchipuram, Shankaracharya, his pastimes is there. Another place is Vadrinath. People used to go to Badrinath in pilgrimage. Even Madhacharya, he got the Bhagavata Gyan from Sri Vyasadeva from in the Badrinarayan, right? In that area. Is still, I think, Vyasadeva's Guha is there. Guha means like what? Hole, right? Cave. Cave is there. And then another place is Jagannath Puri. That's why you see that all the Shankaracharya mats are established in these places if you go. And then the very famous place is Varanasi Kashi, where all the 6 branches of Vedic philosophy were taught. Can anybody tell what are the 6 branches of Vedic philosophy? I know Rahindulal Prabhu can tell, but any other ones want to try? Anything. Any branch of Vedic philosophy which is authorized Vedic branch of philosophy. Not Prabhu, you Prabhu. He's my guru, he can speak on anything. He's just encouraging, but other devotees. So one is Patanjali Yoga. Another one is Nyaya. Then Uttara Mimamsa, Purva Mimamsa, Vaisheshika, and what I am missing? Vedanta Sutra, yeah, it's Uttara Mimamsa, yeah. Jaimini Nyaya, Patanjali Yoga. Kanada Vaisheshika. Vaisheshika, I'm missing Vaisheshika Maharaja's name itself, yes. So, Vaisheshika, Patanjali Nyaya, then Jaimini Mimamsa is called Purva Mimamsa, and Uttara Mimamsa is Vyasadeva's Vedanta Sutra, and then Nyaya by Gautama, and Kanada Vaisheshika. These are the 6 branches of Vedic philosophy, and these are the 6 predominant personalities who established these philosophies, who wrote books and gave these philosophies to the world mainly. And then their disciples, they continued that flow of knowledge. So these are the 6 branches of philosophy. Now Kashi used to be the center point of all these philosophies. So there are scholars who knew all these philosophies, or there are specific scholars who are erudite scholars of a specific branch of philosophies. They used to reside there. One of them was definitely Prakashananda Saraswati. It is said Prakashananda Saraswati could speak on any subject matter for hours without any interruption. He had that kind of scholarship. He had such a big followers of sannyasis. Even his sannyasis, those who were his direct followers, they had many thousands of sannyasi followers because he could not take care of each one, everyone individually. So he had many followers. For whatever reason, he was very interested to take care of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that is a different story. But he had a huge follower of 60,000 disciples at that time. And they are all sannyasis. So that kind of scholars were there in Kashi. Even Srila Jiva Goswami Pad, he has spent a significant time of his life in Varanasi, Kashi to get the knowledge about all these 6 branches of philosophy. And that's how he could write and he could dissect the philosophy of other branches and establish the philosophy of Gaudiya Vaishnavism on top of that. So this Sannyasi Thakur, he took sannyas 12 years back and he stayed in Varanasi, Kashi for 12 years. And he learned all these 6 branches of philosophies. And there are different stages of sannyas. So when you go first and take sannyas, you are in the stage of Kutichaka. Kutichaka means you build a heart, you stay near the Guru, you learn the philosophies. Then the next stage is Bahudaka. Bahudaka means you go different door to door, but you stay in a specific place, and then you do Madhukari, means you bake alms and then you eat with those alms. Then the next stage is called Paribrachaka Acharya and Hamsa, equivalent. In this book, Bhaktivinoda Thakur mentions Hamsa, but Srila Prabhupada in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he mentions as Parivrachaka Acharya. So that's why when we say Srila Prabhupada's salutation, Jayadhani, we call him Paramhansa Parivrajaka Acharya. So he simultaneously Paramhansa and Parivrajaka Acharya. So I will come to that point. So the next stage is, the highest stage is called Paramhansa. Hamsa, Parivrajaka and then highest stage is Paramhansa. So Srila Prabhupada is both. Why? Because usually Paramhansas, they don't go anywhere. They are in the topmost platform. They stay in a place. All the people come to them and they give knowledge. But the Parivrajaka Acharya, they don't stay in one place. They go to door because they have to also, and they don't have any steady place. So sannyasis, they are supposed to actually travel. So Srila Prabhupada, he travels. So in that sense, he is Parivrajaka Acharya, but he himself in the topmost position. So that's why we also call Paramhansa, both. For all the Guru Parampara, we don't say Parivrajaka Acharya. Like when we say Gaur Kishadas Babaji Maharaj, we will say that Paramahansa Shakshat Vairagya Murtaya Gaur Kisha. Or Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, we will only say Paramahansa because he did not travel that much. It doesn't matter because he wrote so many books, they are the foundation. So this person, in 12 years, he attained the position of Paramahansa. It's a kind of a position. Your Guru understands that, oh, you are now in that position where you are a Paramahansa. And he was meditating all the while in the Mahavakyas given by Adi Shankaracharya. So like Tattamasi, Aham Brahmasmi, Brahma Param Jnanam, like there's those different Mahavakyas coming from Upanishad. He was meditating on those lines. And he was not getting any bliss. like whenever you see, I don't want to blaspheme anyone, but when we see sometimes some people, they're impersonal. I feel like they don't have that joy of spiritual enjoyment. That's my personal experience, that okay, they may be realized to some extent, but when we dance here, do kirtan in front of Krishna, we do Jayadhanya of Krishna, that joy we feel in our heart, that's very natural. But these people, they may be very philosophically enlightened, but they don't have that joy. So he was experiencing the same thing. He felt like, I don't have joy. I am trying to do very high class austerity, perseverance, but I'm not getting any joy. He was questioning himself. And then suddenly one day he watched one person, he was chanting, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So when that person was chanting, he was crying profusely. He was dancing like a madman. And he was also calling, Gauranga, Nityananda. Like that he was shouting, Gauranga and Nityananda. And that experience, the Sattvika Bhav, the existential ecstasy, what he was exhibiting, that was very new to Sannyasi Thakur. He felt like, I am doing so much austerity, I don't have any joy. And this person, he's just simply chanting, like him, and he's a mendicant, literally, but he is having such ecstasy. I want that. And he felt that I'm missing that, so I need to search for that, I need to look out for that. And after he left, he was looking for that person, but he could not find him. But after inquiring, because he had knowledge about all Shastras, he knew that Hare Krishna Mahamantra is being chanted by Vaishnavas. So he went to Sri Vrindavan Dham. From Kashi to Vrindavan is not too far away, right? Maybe that time it used to take few days, a few weeks, I don't know. But now it may be 8 hours by train. And those who can go by flight, maybe 1 hour, less than 1 hour. Anyway, so he went there and he found all devotees are crying in separation from Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami. They are very ecstatic. And they told him that if you want to learn the philosophy of Krishna consciousness, you should go to Mayapur, the land of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. There the love of God, it is being inundated, is being pervaded throughout the area. So if you go there, you can get the real jewel there. Here, devotees are very in lamentation. They are not in a mood to give it to you. So he went to Mayapur, Navadip Dham, and he was inquiring, who are the Mahajanas here who are distributing this holy name? Right? The Mahajanas, the representative of Lord Nityananda, they are distributing holy name to each and everyone. And he came to know that Paramahansa Das Babaji Maharaj, the Prem Das, his name is actually Prem Das, but he is also called Paramahansa Das Babaji Maharaj. He is there in Surabhi Kunja, and if you take shelter of him, you can get Krishna consciousness, complete Krishna consciousness. So now the introduction happened between them, and he took shelter of him completely. And this person, Paramahansa Das Babaji Maharaj, he grasped a straw in his teeth. He said like, oh my God, you are such an exalted personality. By seeing a person singing and dancing in kirtan, you felt ecstasy. And you felt love for Krishna and you looked for that prem. You came here looking for that prem. Oh my God, you have so much mercy from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You are a real devotee. You came here to give me mercy. So you see how the pure devotees, they appreciate the small qualities in each and every one. Srila Prabhupada also saw that spark in each and every one, because literally he was dealing with all the like unsocial people, right? they are hippies. They rejected the social values. But he saw that a spark of Krishna's effulgence in them. He knew that if they are trained, they can be all in the top class realm. They can occupy the top position. Like not everyone, like our Vaisheshika Maharaj came from a very high lineage, But some of them, they came from a high lineage, but they rejected it. And some of them, they came from a very sober background, but still, by touch of a touchstone like Srila Prabhupada, they become also like a gold. So this happens. He saw. But in this case, it is his genuine humility. And this is another point. It's not that they are faking. They are not thinking like, oh no, I am telling him because I am high, but he is low, but I need to pretend that I am a humble person. I want to show that he is actually high. In front of him, I want to project that, okay, I am considering myself low and himself high. But inside, I feel like, okay, no. He is a sannyasi from an impersonal background. I am a Gauriya Vaishnava chanting every day 128 rounds. I am definitely higher than him. He is not doing that. He is genuinely feeling that this person has got a special mercy, which I don't have. And that's why he is qualified to be that Acharya. It's a very powerful statement. While giving the explanation of the verse, Trinadapi sunichena taruriva sahishnana amanina manadena kirtanya sadahari. There, Srila Kaviraj Goswami speaks, Apuni uttam hiya mane je adham. He is in the topmost platform, but he considers himself lower. It's very, very special. It's the highest level of surrender. Atmanikshapo. Karpanyam. This is the Karpanyam, the complete consciousness of considering yourself very, very low. So he was showing in that mood that I am very low. So he took shelter. I'll go very short because I have to speak something which is the topic of today's discussion. So, because this discussion should go on for few days, frankly speaking, because Sambandha Gyan, anything related to Sambandha Gyan, a devotee should hear again and again and again. That will keep us steady in our sadhana. If we just only focus on the practices, sometimes we are avidya is the practice, we are focusing on that, but we forget why we are doing it. Sambandha is why we are doing it. Then the practice may be mere ritual. We don't want to do mere ritual. We want to do love. That Mataji was telling, right? That true religion, eternal religion is love. So he said, like, Babaji Maharaj, I came here for you to give me direction, answer my questions, because I have studied so many literatures, but I could not find answers for many of my questions, fundamental questions. So this is another thing. If you study Shastra, but it is not addressing the fundamental questions, then your study is kind of failed. It will make you more confused. Even if you study in a school where these things are not clearly explained, that means you are not learning the ultimate truth. You are going in different direction and ultimately you will be confused. And that happens. People are attracted to higher philosophy, but they don't understand the very fundamental understanding. Srila Prabhupada, one of the pastimes is that small girl, Saraswati, right? I think Malti Mataji's daughter, she was telling that, I think Prabhupada asked her to speak about Krishna, and she spoke Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha, and she said, like, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the other people, those were very scholarly people, they know so many shlokas, but they could not say who Krishna is in a proper manner. So this is the caveat, this is the problem with our too much study of philosophy. So he asked, what is the eternal religion of Jiva? Many of you already answered, but here Babaji Maharaj, while answering that question, he introduced different subjects. So I will try to go in a manner so that it is more related to us rather than going very philosophical. So he introduces the concept of vastu. Vastu means substance or anything which has a place. Vastu comes from the vas dhatu. So anything which exists, that is called vastu. Right? So in that category, vastu is not only dal matter. We are also vastu. Even Srila Saraswati Thakur, he wrote an article, it calls Sri Gaura Ki Vastu. By reading a general with a general idea, if you read it, we'll think, oh, he is considering Gaura as also a matter. No. Gaura Vastu means what substance he is. Who is he? So who are we? That is our Vastavata. So he is telling what is Vastu, what is Vastavata, what is the true nature of Vastu, and in that connection, how do we understand the eternal religion, eternal constitutional position of that Vastu, and how it is related to other things. So Vastu, he says, so whenever we think about any object, any matter, any subject, what do you think? Vastu means it is defined by the characteristics it carries, inherent characteristics. When we talk about water, what comes in your mind? That it is liquid form. It satiates your thirst. It is transparent. And if you heat it, it becomes vapor, air. If you make it cold, it becomes solidified. So those things come in your mind, right? But natural characteristics of water is, it is liquid. And the other characteristics are based on external situations. If we change the temperature, if we put extra pressure, then those constitutional characteristics of water will change. It will form or it will behave in a different manner. So that he is telling that, okay, in reality, our Vastavata, our quality, constitutional position is to be the servant of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Jive Swarupa hoy Krishner Nityadas Tatastha Shakti Vedavet Prakash. He is saying that Vastu's eternal constitutional position is to serve, or a servant of Krishna, and he is considered as a Tatastha Shakti, the marginal potency. How marginal potency? Like if you go to a bank of an ocean, in the bank, it cannot be considered as a part of ocean, neither it can be considered as part of the dry part, right? The non-ocean, yeah. What is, how can it, earth, like it is in between. Sometimes water is coming, sometimes it's going. So a living entity is like that. It is not, especially living entity, when we are seeing living entity, we are talking about the living entities which are conditioned, which are under the subjugation of the material nature, which are not completely enlightened. I will come to that point if time permits. So Vastu, in its inherent nature, is a servant of Krishna. However, because it is a Tatastha Shakti, it changes its quality, its inherent nature. And it assumes the characteristics which are not its inherent, and it considers that characteristics as its own. Just like if you go to the Arctic or Antarctic, there are different big mountains of ices, right? Big mountains of ice. But those mountains are existing there for time immemorial. Now people go there, they don't consider them as water. They say like, oh, it's only ice. Because time immemorial they are existing. So the constitutional nature of water, which in normal temperature it would have been only liquid, but it becomes solidified. So similarly, by constitutional position, we are to serve Krishna, but because we are under the subjugation of material nature, karanam guna sangasya sadasid yoni janmeshu, so we are under the subjugation of this material nature and modes of material nature, we took a form, we took a consciousness that we feel like, oh, that became our quality. But it's not our quality. It's not, we are not that Vastu. So this is called Avastav Vastu. Avastav means unrealistic existence or qualities of something. And it forms by Nisarga. Nisarga means secondary influence through the contact of something different which is not inherent to you, or by the circumstances, time, place or circumstance. We call it sthan, kal, patra or situation. We change. Right? If we go to a different country, you need to follow their rules and regulations. You cannot say, "Oh, I will follow whatever I learned in or what I used to do in USA. I will do left-hand driving only. I cannot do right-hand driving," and then you will be in a difficult situation, right? So similarly, we are conditioned, and then we feel like, oh. And now this conditioning happens when we are created, because Krishna created us. We are part of Krishna. Krishna speaks that in Bhagavad Gita in many places, especially in 15th chapter, Mamaivangsa jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana manashasthani indriyani pakritisthani karshati. So we are all parts and parcel of Krishna, small, infinitesimal parcel of Krishna. So when we come, when we have a desire, and desire comes in our linga sharira. Linga sharira means our subtle body, which is constituted of 3 items: mind, intelligence and ego. Again, 3 items: mind, intelligence, ego. When in our mind, intelligence, ego, when we desire something to enjoy, which is not directly related to Krishna, we want to enjoy something separate than Krishna, then we are given to a sthula sharira, a gross body, which make us enjoy those elements. So we are eternally soul, which is a very infinitesimal part. In the Shastra it is spoken that we are 10,000s, 1/10,000 part of for the tip of a hair. If you take a hair and if you divide it by 100, and then you take another part and it is divided into 100. So it is a really microscopic entity, soul. But that microscopic entity, soul, its eternal nature is Krishna's servant. But when the desire comes, no, I want to enjoy something separate than Krishna, because you being servant, you are subjugated by Krishna. You feel like, oh, I don't feel enough. I need free time. Like kids sometimes they ask for free time. I need some free time. So I need some free time. I want to enjoy separately, which is coming from your subtle body, your linga sharira. Then you take a sthula sharira, the gross body, and then you interact with this material nature, and it becomes your identity. So the nisarga, the external influences, that gives you the identity. So this is what he is speaking. Now, this vastu has we have a qualitatively some similarity with Krishna and some differences. Can anybody tell what are the similarities with Krishna? What? Yes, Mataji. What, Mataji? Okay, nice. Correct, yes. And anything anyone wants to add? What are the similarities between Jiva and Krishna?
Senses and mind. Jiva also has senses.
Excellent. You can see it, Prabhu. Yeah. So yeah, that's a very good point. Krishna has senses, but his senses are pure. It's spiritual. Our senses, especially in conditioned states, they are not pure. But yeah, he has senses. Anything else? Similarities wise? Yes.
Consciousness.
Consciousness. Excellent. Krishna is Vibhuvastu. He is the complete consciousness. We are Anuvastu, infinitesimal consciousness. Krishna knows everyone, each and every one of us, and beyond, past, present, and future. We cannot even know ourselves. We don't know what we were in previous birth. Krishna speaks this to Arjuna in 4th chapter. Arjuna said, hey, how did you give this knowledge to Vivashwan? Krishna said, I know everything. You don't know anything. Anyways, anything else? Consciousness? Yes. Yes, excellent point. Mataji, you can tell again. Mataji. Yeah. So Krishna is Satchidananda and we are also Satchidananda. Sat means eternal, Chit means full of knowledge, Ananda means full of bliss. So these are the similarities. What are some dissimilarities or differences between Krishna and the Jiva? Yes, Prabhu.
Like Prava, we can see in one direction the Prava, but Krishna can see in like every direction, behind and in front. So
correct.
He's like sitting aside on the river and he can see the entire Prava, but we are actually flowing to the Prava, so we see only in one direction.
Unidirectional. Okay, thank you.
That is a dissimilarity.
Thank you. Yes. Krishna sees past, present, future, as I mentioned, and he is the real seer, or we are seen. He is drashta and we are drashtabhyo. Anything else? Yes, Giridhari.
We serve, but he is to be served.
Yes, we are servitors, we serve, and Krishna is served. Yes, Mataji.
He is whole, we are part.
Excellent. Krishna is always whole in all circumstances. Even if you take something from something, then the quantity reduces, right? It doesn't remain same. But for Krishna's case, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. He is always Purna. He is always complete. The complete whole is never diminishing. It's always whole. It's a special quality. And if other complete wholes come from Krishna, still he remains whole. That's another interesting point. That is explained in Srimad Sri Brahma Samhita, Deepa Chirahida Santaramaya Bhupatya. Yeah, like if you light candles from a candle, then all the candles get same power, but the original candle remains same. It doesn't reduce it to something different. Anything else? Yes, Prabhu?
Sthita Pragya in every situation. We try to be Sthita Pragya. He's Sthita Pragya and we are trying for it.
Excellent point. Yes, he is not controlled by the external energy. He is Maya Adhish. He is the Adhish or the controller of Maya, the Ishvara of Maya. And we are Maya Adhin. We are controlled by Maya. So there are differences. So these are opposite of spectrum, right? Krishna is in the topmost platform, and in comparison to Krishna, we are very low. He is Vibhuchit Vastu, his complete consciousness. We are very infinitesimal conscious. Even we don't know what is happening inside our body. We don't completely know. That's why you have to go to doctor, go different tests, and then they will tell, okay, you have this problem, right? Then Krishna has full of bliss, full of knowledge. He knows past, present, and future. We even don't know what happened like 2 years back. Like today, my wife was saying something. I said, no, I can't remember that thing. Yeah, actually, I was mentally tired also. But so I did not talk much because sometimes it's difficult. So Krishna knows everything, and Krishna is full of bliss also. He's Atmaram. And we are looking for bliss. We are looking for it. Actually, whatever we are doing in this material world to get a spark of bliss, rasa, some kind of rasa. Some people, by working hard, they get rasa. Oh, I work hard. People are chanting my names. I get so much fame. I become successful. They are calling me billionaire, centibillionaire, trillionaire, maybe trillionaire, right? There are some people also. I think trillionaire these days. Okay, yeah. So this is their nature. But they don't have that ultimate bliss. Bliss means in all circumstances. If your external situation changes, you don't change. Your blissful nature will not change. Krishna is like that. It doesn't matter whatever situation he is. He's always blissful. And his pure devotees are also like that. So this is another opposite spectrum. And then Krishna is, in all situations, he is same. Krishna doesn't grow old. Krishna doesn't die. Krishna's appearance is also mystical. It's not like us, like sufferings. Krishna doesn't fall sick. Maybe he does sometimes to enact pastimes just like Jagannath Puri, Anavasa period, but that is special pastimes. There are esoteric reasons for that. But in general, Krishna doesn't fall sick. It's not like us, like we suffer through so many things. So that is the opposite side of a spectrum. Now, so there are similarities and there are differences. When similarities or differences are introduced, the predominance should be given to differences, not similarities. We cannot say that, oh, we are like Krishna because we are Satchidananda Sarupa. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur specifically specifies through Paramahansa Das Babaji Maharaj that when there are similarities and differences, always difference predominates, not the similarities. Like even in material world also, if you see, like you are working for a company, your CEO works for that company, but the difference is so high. When CEO passes through, you want to take a selfie, right? That's natural. Why? Because difference is predominating in material world also, and definitely is in the spiritual world, because the difference is so high. As I mentioned, that it's an opposite side of the spectrum. So that's why the fundamental differences between the non-dualistic philosophy and our dualistic philosophy, or Achinta Vedavet Tattva in this case, that we consider Krishna as the supreme controller and everything, and we know that there are some similarities between us, but we are not in the same platform. We can never be the same platform. We'll always be different by the differences. So this is another thing. Now, the dharma which helps us to connect or arise that relationship with Krishna, that is called Nitya Dharma. That means the servitorship with Krishna. Any activities which help you to do that, sometimes it can be because of your external situation. Say for an example, in this case, the sannyasi Thakur, he was performing sannyas dharma. He was taking a renunciant life. So in that particular ashrama, particular form of life, way of living of life, there are particular activities. He has to get up early in the morning, do some specific Sandhya Vandana, some specific activities. If those activities are done to please Krishna, to establish the connection with Krishna, then that external situation, because that's an external, next birth when he is taking birth, he is not a byborn sannyasi. He has to go through the purification process again. He has to take initiation, he has to take a guru, he has to go through all the steps, and then he can be considered as a sannyasi again, right? So it's not an eternal thing, it's just external thing. But that external situation, when he is connecting to Krishna, that is helping him to establish his eternal connection with Krishna. So that naimatic situation, naimatic means causal, cause and effect, because of the external situation, because of the nisharga, because of the influence of external circumstances. Whatever he is doing, if he is doing it to please Krishna, then that naimatic activities, there's external so-called situational activities, I will say situational, naimatika, because I was reading in Bengali, some of the terms is not coming in English properly. Situational activities, that can be also considered as a Nitya Dharma. So first is Nitya. So whatever we are doing here, even in Silicon Valley, we are going to office, we are maintaining our family. But if we keep Krishna in the center, and our consciousness is that, I'm doing it for Krishna. Somehow or other, yeno teno prakarena mano Krishna niveshayat sarva vidhe nisheda asuir etayar eva kinkara. All kinds of rules and regulations we do, rules and regulations are naimatika, external situation. Like if you want to do Sandhya Vandana, you want to do puja, you have to take bath, you have to be clean. Some activities you don't need to be, like for chanting you don't need to be, but those who are doing certain activities, even some other services, they have like cooking, you need to take shower before you start doing those things after going to bathroom. So these are external situations, but it is helping you to connect to Krishna. So vidhi and nishad, all the regulations, rules, they are meant to make a connection with Krishna. If that connection is not established, then they are pure rituals. So that's an interesting point. Same activities can be part of bhakti, can be part of rituals. You are doing Gayatri, but you are doing it, I want to do because I was supposed to do. I am supposed to do. My teacher told me to do Gayatri 3 times a day, these many number of times, I am doing it. I don't feel the presence of the mantra, presence of the persons who are there in the mantra, then it's a mere ritual. We don't want to do rituals. So naimatika, sometimes we do. So the dharma, which is based on our external situations, like we are in a particular family life or particular varna, particular culture, we are doing particular dharma, that is naimatika. But nitya is, in whatever situation is, we have an eternal relationship with Krishna, and whatever we are doing, if we can connect it with Krishna, that will be our Nitya Dharma. And then also, Bhaktivinoda Thakur speaks about Anitya Dharma also. He says, Nitya and Naivatika, this eternal religion and the circumstantial religion, both have a connection with the Supreme Lord. Both have. Because I said like Nitya Dharma is like if you serve Krishna directly, that is Nitya Dharma, but indirectly also if you have consciousness that I am doing it to serve Krishna, that is also good. That is also part of your true goal, the unidirectional goal, to connect with Krishna and serve Him in an eternal relationship. But if any dharma, any service you are doing, any activities you are doing, but you are not able to connect it to the eternal goal, then it is anitya. It will be only binding towards this material world. It will bind you. Yagyarthat karmana anyatro lokayam karma bandhana. Tadartha karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. So you should do activities too as a performance of sacrifice. Any activities. Even Arjuna's fighting in the battlefield is a sacrifice. Because he's not doing it for him. He's doing it for Krishna. So if that consciousness is there, that I am doing it for Krishna, I am not doing it for, I am raising my kids, not for me, for Krishna. Because so that they can be an instrument in service to Krishna. They can help me in service to Krishna. Then it's not your. Because when you are seeing iPhone, iMobile, everything is I, that means it's egoistic. It's only bound to you. But it's nothing belongs to you. We may consider that our children are ours, and next time we can take birth. There are pastimes that people take birth as dog, a cockroach, a lizard in the same house. Because they could not get rid of that attachment from their family life. So we don't want to be like that. So this anything which we cannot connect to Krishna, we are performing activities for, that is anitya. That will bind us to this material world. We will take birth to enjoy the good karmas, good actions, and also suffer the bad karmas, the reactions. But in general, shubha karma, good actions, they give you good results. Sometimes even if you don't know that somebody is establishing a hospital or a school, in the hospital or school, some devotees are going there and they are preaching or they are getting treatment which is helping them to preach the glories of the Lord. Indirectly you are getting some sukriti. Even the temple has two main functions. One function is to facilitate Krishna Katha. A center where devotees will come, they will chant, hear Krishna's names and glories, and then they will enjoy with each other. Second is to attract general people because they are attracted to temple. We want to go to temple. We want to see the beautiful form of the Lord, their dressing, the festivities. We want to enjoy it because our mood is like that. We want to enjoy. It's very natural to us, intrinsic. So that's another facility. Like we want to give sukriti. When somebody comes to temple, take prasadam and they appreciate, oh, the cooking is so good. I want to come here again. Oh, the deity dressing is so good. The Radha Madan Mohan, they have such a special dressing today. They feel attracted and they accumulate sukriti, which enables them to hear Krishna Katha more and more and more and make them surrender. So that's why Nitya and Naimittik, those are good. Both are good. Even Shubha Karma is to some extent good, but it's not a directly elevating all the time. Sometimes you can be also conditioned because you feel like, oh, I want to do more so that people utter my name. Bill Gates Foundation, right? I just say uttered a name, but they are using their name to propagate their name to each nook and corner of the world so that people keep on chanting, oh, we are grateful to them, grateful to them, grateful to them. They are not doing it for Krishna. They are doing it mostly for themselves. But maybe they will get some sukriti also. So, I think at this point we can stop because we have 13-14 minutes. We can hear some reflection, some comments, some realization from the devotees. It's a huge topic. Frankly speaking, it's a huge topic. I just made it very short because philosophy is very difficult to digest. But I think most of you are familiar with this philosophy, the understanding of the eternal religion. And any religion, how do you understand this is an eternal religion, a true religion? You have to compare with this concept. Is it for the selfless service to Krishna? Is there an eternal relationship to be established through this process? What I am getting ultimately and also now by pursuing this path or religion? Or is it actually beneficial for everybody? Anybody. Like, it's not like, oh, it is only beneficial for American people or Indian people or European. No. It should be beneficial for each and every living entity, not only even human beings, even for living entity. So those are the questions you should ask, whether any religion. In what context it is answering, or what percentage of these questions are answered through that particular philosophy, you will understand that to that percentage, that religion is true religion. And we know that Vaishnavism is answering all these questions to the 100%. We have a clear goal in mind. We know what is our ultimate object or ultimate path, why we are doing it, what we want to establish through this process. We have a very clear understanding of those things. So any religion, especially even in our Sanatan philosophy also, we see some of the religions, they divert. They say like, oh, everything is equal. Everything you can do based on your likings. Whatever you like, you can pursue and you can get benefit out of it. Yeah, you can get certain benefit, but you cannot get the ultimate benefit. The ultimate benefit can be only achieved through the process of Vaishnava philosophy or pursuing this philosophy, where you are doing selfless service to the Lord and to every living entity through the Lord. Anyways, maybe 10 more minutes we have. We can hear some devotees if they want to comment or correct something or add something. Yes, Tadya Seva Prabhuji.
Prabhu, my question is regarding the goal of bhakti. We see that the Goswamis were able to see Krishna face to face, and then they were able to get instructions face to face. And we also have acharyas like Jagannath Das Babaji and Gaur Kishore Das Babaji. We can see that they were able to see Krishna and achieve Krishna, the goal of their life. So how can we be assured that, we are coming from a different background, the Kali Yuga background, with so much, attachments to material objects and maybe even attachment to sinful activities. So how can we guarantee that we can see Krishna one day, even though we are grossly materialistic and grossly sinful? Okay. Is it even possible to see Krishna within this lifetime? Or it will be multiple lifetimes?
Of course it is possible. Why not? That's what Srila Prabhupada's teaching is, right? It is possible. But our goal is not to see Krishna, frankly speaking. Our goal is Krishna seeing us. Krishna should recognize that, oh, this is a good servant. He is doing very good. We don't want to see Krishna in a way that, yeah, we want to see Krishna, we want to see Shri Radha Madan Mohan, but we want to see in a way it pleases him. He is first, I am second. When I see, oh, I want to see Krishna, it's me first, Krishna second. But we want Krishna to see us. That means Krishna is the subject. We want to be the object and instrument. So that's what our teachers' teachings. Yes, it is a difficult path, especially the philosophy of Gaudiya Vaishnavism, where the spontaneous devotional love is described. It's not so easy to pursue. But we should not also think like, oh, we have to do everything in all very short period of time. It will come gradually. It is spoken in Srimad Bhagavatam that Bhakti Parishanubhava Viraktir Annatra Chaishotrikaka Kala Prapadya Manusha Yada Yatha Ashnuta Tushti Pushti Khutpaya Anughasamba. Vaishaka Maharaj quote this verse. He says, when you are advancing in bhakti, three things happen simultaneously. Your increase of devotional service, your experience of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Parishanubhava, Viraktir Annatra, and anything which is not related to Krishna, you feel detached to that. If these three things happen in your life, that means you are going in a right direction. And For some people it may be very fast. They can run like a sprinter, Usain Bolt. But some people can be marathon. But the goal is there. And if we are going step by step, we can achieve it. And that's also another quality of a devotee, Ashabandha. We are hopeful. We are hopeful. Yes. Hare Krishna. Radha Prabhu has hand raised there. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, who was giving me blessings in the morning.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for such a nice class regarding Sambandha. And it's really good to know that, emphasizing that relationship is first. And it's a priority if we want to develop love. Without relationship, there cannot be love. So, yeah, by Krishna's grace and devotee's grace, we have attraction for bhakti. But without a meaningful relationship, this attraction will not be fulfilled and will not be have any, satisfaction. So, yeah, the relationship is very important. Then comes the avidya, the process. So without relationship, practicing is ritualistic. That I totally agree, and it's made a lot of sense when you spoke that. And then you went very deep into how somebody from a impressionistic background got attracted by hearing the holy names and ecstasy, and did his best to reach. But then the pure devotees, they see that how the good quality in others are so evident to them, and that's what make people, love them and surrender unto them. Because he didn't see that this person is from impressionistic background, or he was chanting Om, all those things. That is good. But then what he saw, that he has attraction for holy names, and he saw only that. And that's how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also converted around 6,000, in Varanasi, that story, because of his humility and his seeing the good in others and guiding them. Beautiful class, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Radha Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Your
Hare
blessings
Krishna.
are always welcomed.
Blessing, I need secure blessings.
Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Actually, I wanted to mention one point. So the basis, the fundamental of Sambandha Gyan is the relationship between three things. It's triangle. One is Krishna, one is Jiva. Jiva means conditioned soul. Another one is the Maya. So there are internal relationship with each one. This is like a triangle from one arm to another arm to another arm. So when we understand that what is the relationship between Krishna and Maya, like Krishna is Mayadhish, he is the controller of Maya or Lord of Maya. What is the relationship between Jiva and Maya? Jiva is conditioned by Maya, external energy, as long as they are Krishna Bhuliya, when they are forgetful of Krishna. And then what is the relationship between Krishna and the Jiva? Is like the master and the servant relationship. So if we know these three things, this triangle, then we are nicely situated in the Sambandha Gyan. Vishnu Shakti Paraprokta Kshetra Gyakhya Tatapara Avidya Karma Sanginya Tritiya Shakti Rishvate. It is spoken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sanatana Goswami in a reference from, I think, Vishnu Purana. This is a verse from Vishnu Purana, right, Prabhuji? Yes. And he talks about that Krishna's internal energy, Krishna's external energy, which is Maya Shakti, and then Tatastha Shakti, the marginal potency, which is Shiva Shakti. Okay, we have 3 more minutes. Anyone want to add? Then we can, otherwise we can do some kirtan. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Koladwip Prabhu, thank you for wonderful class. I took some notes from lectures. And thank you for explanation for the different types of Paramahamsas. And that was really interesting for me. And I realized that our parampara is so diverse. We have, like, example, like renounced person, like Gaurokishore Das Babaji, or um,
Jagannath Das Babaji.
Jagannath Das Babaji. And also we have family
Grihastha.
Grihastha,
And then sannyas.
Bhaktivinoda Thakur.
Correct.
Yeah, and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur was so learned person, and at the same time, Gaura Kishora Das Babaji, he was not like,
A scholar. Yeah.
yeah, but he was on transcendental platform. Yeah, and this give me hope that this our parampara so diverse, and it's not privilege for one group of people. We can reach because of mercy, by Srila Prabhupada's mercy, we can get Krishna. And thank you for this explanation.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. We have 1 more minute. Okay, Archana Mataji, the last realization.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you so much for the wonderful Krishna Katha as always. I really like the point you mentioned, like all the activities which we do in our day-to-day life should be, done to please Krishna. In that ways, we are free from the, reactions of our work, from the inauspicious and auspicious results. So that is very, nice point to be taken away. And when we do that, when we, our Guru Maharaj also says, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he says like, whatever you do it to please and satisfy Krishna, because in Srimad Bhagavatam also it says, Samsiddhir Hari Toshanam. So whatever you do, if you do it with an intention to please Krishna, it reaches to Krishna and you will get, his reciprocation very fast.
Yeah, correct. Beautiful verse. Athapam Vidija Sreshta. So all the systems which are given in the Vedas is one purpose, to establish one purpose is that you please Krishna by that process. Because Krishna is very happy when you follow Shastra. You don't concoct something, you don't invent something, you follow the regulative principles. There are, most of the people in general, they need a regulated life. There are some aberrations, there are some exceptional personalities, they are not example. Like Gaur Das Babaji Maharaj, Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj, they are not regular examples. You cannot follow their path. You can follow their instructions, but you cannot imitate what they had done. So we have to follow their instructions. Sometimes their instructions are very easy, simple. Oh, you grow a garden for Krishna and offer it to Krishna Bhoga and do a small puja and honor it. You can be perfect. So he already gave very simple instruction. It is actually a practical instruction given by Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj to someone who was trying to imitate a Babaji ashram, but they were not qualified to do that. So he said like, no, do these things, simple things. So these injunctions which are there in the Shastra, very simple injunctions, if you follow them, you can get perfection without that Prabhu's understanding that, okay, whether we will be successful or not, we will be successful, because that's what is coming from Mukhya Prasad from the Acharyas. They will make it successful. It's their duty. We have to just completely surrender unto them. Hare Krishna. So thank you everyone who joined today's class. And I ask for forgiveness if I have spoken something which is not in line with the Acharya's teachings. And thank you everyone again. And I ask for forgiveness from Srila Prabhupada also, that if I am not pleasing in my service to him also. So Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kipasindhuvascha. So we have now dance party. So we can all put off the asanas. We can roll the carpet. And we can face towards the deities. The Sandhya Arati will start. So His Grace Vishwapati Nityananda Prabhu will lead us. Hare Krishna.
Krishna ji. नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी नीति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी पचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वसादि श्री गौर भक्तबिंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Gaura Hari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaura Hari. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey! Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Gaura Hari. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Madan Mohan ki. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jai Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jai Radha Madhav Radha Madhav Radhe. Jai Radha Gokulananda Radha Gokulananda Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Radhe. Jai Jai Prabhupada, 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 Jai Jai Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jayang Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajak Acharya Astatara Shata Sri Abhay Charanaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Ang Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivajak Acharya Astatara Shata Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासादि श्री गौर भक्तबिंद की শ্রী শ্রী রাধা কৃষ্ণ গোপ গোপীনাথ শ্যাম কুণ্ড রাধা কুণ্ড গিরি গোবর্ধন কি, বৃন্দাবন মথুরা ধাম কি, শ্রীক্ষেত্র জগন্নাথ পুরী ধাম কি, মায়াপুর নবদ্বীপ ধাম কি, गंगा माई जमुना माई की, तुलसी महारानी की, समवेत भक्त वृंद की. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. Hare Krishna.
श्री श्री नृसिंहदेव भगवान की, प्रहलाद महाराज की. नमस्ते नरसिंहाय. नमस्ते नरसिंहाय. नमस्ते नरसिंहाय. प्रहलाद लाददायिने. हिरण्याकाशितोर्वक्षः. शीलटङ्कानकालये. इतो नृसिंहो परतो नृसिंहो. यतो यतो यामृततो नृसिंहो. बहिर्नृसिंहो हृदये नृसिंहो. नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपदे. तव करकमलवरे नाकामद्भुतशृङ्गा. Sri Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki Jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It's my pleasure and honor to welcome each and every one of you to the Sunday Feast Festival here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. So let's give a big round of applause to everyone who has joined us here. Hare Hare Bol. And also to those who have joined us online as well. So let's give them a big round of applause. Hare Bol. Today's Krishna Katha and discourse was brought to us by His Grace Koladwip Pran Prabhu. So let's express our gratitude and thank him for an excellent discourse tonight. Hare 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 Bol. Hare Bol. We'll also like to take this opportunity to thank Rati Prada for leading the Narsingha Aarti. Hare Bol. We'll also like to thank His Grace Vishwapati Prabhu for leading an ecstatic Aarti. Hare Hare Bol. Our programs are live broadcasted and we have devotees watching all throughout the world, and this is all possible by His Grace Charunimai Prabhu. So let's express our gratitude and thank you for bringing us this program. Hare Hare Bol. So you might be wondering why so many less devotees today, right? Usually this whole hall will be filled up. We have the parking lot filled up, right? So as you know, as many of you know, that the devotees are traveling to LA for the Jagannath Rath Yatra. So they are celebrating. It's over now. It was today morning. There was Jagannath Rath Yatra. It's the same Rath Yatra that happens in Jagannath Puri. We had the Rath Yatra in Los Angeles. So all the devotees from here and many around the area, they are visiting there. So that's why you see very less devotees here. But usually when you come, you have this hall filled up, the parking lot will be filled up. But thank you regardless. Thank you for taking your time. And it's such a beautiful weather, but you took time to come to the temple. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Anyone coming here for the first time? I see a lot of faces here. Hare Bol. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Bol. Yeah. Let's chant one Mahamantra for the auspiciousness in their life. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have quite a few sponsors for tonight's feast. We'd like to acknowledge them. First is Jasmi Mataji is sponsoring on the occasion of Parth, her son's birthday, Parth Narayanan. I saw her. Is she here? I saw her just few minutes back. Okay, we'll come back to her. And our next sponsor is Radhika Premi Mataji and Nishant Prabhu. Nishant Prabhu, are you here? Yes, please come. And they are sponsoring on a very, very special occasion. They are entering into the Grahastha ashram. So thank you, Nishant Prabhu and Radhika Premi Mataji for sponsoring the feast. So let's welcome them. Hari Bol. Would you like to say a few words?
Hare Krishna. We humbly request all of the devotees here to bless us in our Krishna conscious journey and pray for us that we keep Krishna at the center of our lives as we enter into Grahastha ashram. I remember coming here 3 years ago. I didn't know anything about Krishna, ISKCON, none of that. And I've found such nice association. So thank you so much to all the devotees here. Hare Krishna.
My connection is through him. I stay in Atlanta, so I'm very happy to have the association of all of you devotees. And like he said, please bless us so that we always serve Srila Prabhupada and keep him at the center of our lives. So thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. And our next sponsor is Vivek Patil, is sponsoring the occasion of his wife's Deepika's birthday. Vivek, Prabhu, Mataji, please come. Thank you. Thank you for sponsoring the feast. Yes, please. They go to Sham Jagannath Prabhu's Bhakti Vriksha program, and we see many times they're doing service here, and also they regularly go there and do their service. Thank you for all your services you do at Sham Jagannath Prabhu's home and also at ISV. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Would you like to say a few words?
Hare Krishna to all Prabhus and Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. I'm seeking the blessings of you all. Please bless me that I can grow more spiritually in my Krishna conscious journey, and I can serve to more. I can serve more Vaishnavas, and I can do more services and to serve to the lotus feet of Krishna.
Would you like to say a few words? Thank you. Thank you, Hare Krishna. And our next sponsor is a birthday. Okay. Preetha Chanda, Amol Khade are sponsoring, and they're also family. Manju and Ashok Khade and Purabhi and Shobhakar Chanda are sponsoring on the occasion of the arrival of, actually not birthday, sorry. Did I say birthday? Okay, it's not birthday. On arrival of Kuna's, arrival, and she is just few months old, but they're sponsoring on the occasion of their arrival, the daughter's arrival. Are they here? Yeah, please come. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Don't be shy. Thank you, Kuna. Such a cute baby. Thank you for sponsoring the feast. And that's your mother? Mother? Okay. Thank you. Would you like to say a few words?
Pritha and I, Hare Krishna everyone. Pritha and I have been part of the Sunday feast and other celebrations over the last 5 years. And last year we got blessed with a beautiful girl child with the blessings of Krishna. And really glad to be a part of this family. And really grateful for everything. Thank you.
Okay.
Really grateful for everything here. We used to come here even during, before and during the pregnancy, and always used to feel very calm coming here. So I think that really resonates a lot with us. And we want to continue doing that, and we want to make sure that Kiona is also into all of the activities that we do here, and that she likes doing that. Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. And I have a small gift. Thank you, Hare Krishna. So here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley, we have a very nice program for the kids. There are classes that happens on Saturday and Sunday. And then also there is a youth jam that happens whenever His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu is here. His Grace Vaisheshika Prabhu is the temple president and a disciple of His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So whenever he is here, we have a beautiful youth jam program, starts at 7 p.m. So if you have kids, please, do join that program. It's a wonderful program, and the kids all love that program. Thank you, Hare Krishna. And what's coming up? We have a biggest festival of the year, Janmashtami, yes. So Janmashtami, we will be celebrating Janmashtami on September 4th, which is Friday. And we will have celebration throughout the day, starting from 4:30 a.m. and it goes all the way till midnight. We will have a midnight aarti, and then the next day is Srila Prabhupada's appearance day as well. So we will have the celebrations throughout the weekend. And then, of course, Sunday is our Sunday feast program. So it will be a long weekend celebration of festivals here at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. So it's a long weekend as well, yeah. So it's perfect, yeah. We have, if you want to take rest, we have Monday. You can take rest, which is a holiday. But please join us for all the festivities. And if you want to volunteer for any of the services, we have many opportunities. So please see Her Grace Hanspriya Mataji. She is standing behind. And you can also reach out to me. My name is Sri Gopal Das. We'll be happy to engage you in any service that you would like to render for Janmashtami. So hope you will all join, and hope to see you all the weekends leading up to the Janmashtami and all the volunteering opportunities as well. Hare Krishna. So with that, we will now go to Prasad Sevya prayers. Giridhari will sing? Yeah. Okay. On to you, Giridhari. Hare Krishna.
Maire Sharira Vichyaja Jodendriya Taheka Jive Fele Vishaya Sagore Dharma De Jivayati Loboy Moy Suturamati Take jeta katina samsare Krishna vara doya moy Gauri vara jiva jai Swapasad annadilo bhai Shayanamrita pao Srila Krishna Guna Gao Preme Dako Sri Chaitanya Nitai Preme Dako Sri Chaitanya Nitai Mahaprasade Govinde Namavamane Vaishnave Swapapanyavatam Rajan Vishwasanam Jayate Prasade Sarva Dukhanam Hanya Supajayate Prasanna Shetu Asu Pujipaya Vishishyate Prayopa Bhukta Svaganda Vasalankana Shashita Buddhista Bhojino Dasta Tavamayam Jamemahi Tushyam Payushim Papi Nityam Vadyo Deshata Prapti Matena Bhoktavyam Natakal and Vishadana Nadeshaniyam Matatra Nakalanya Matata Praptamanam Dutam Staya Bhoktavyam Hoya Pravit Sri Prasad Ki Jai.